Hello, boys and girls. Thank you for joining us for the next part of our music lesson today. Today we're going to be learning birthday rhythms. Birthday rhythms. A rhythm is just the pattern of the words, and you would learn that if you saw the previous video in this lesson. Also, the rhythm can be a pattern of sounds and silences. Rhythm can also be where there is silence. So when we are reading our music and our rhythm today, we're going to start at the top, and you follow over just like a book, all the way across, and then you move down, and you go all the way across. Then we go to the next page at the top, left to right, and then we go down, left to right. All right, that's how we read our rhythms and our music today. So this rhythm is called apples, peaches, pears, and plums. The first thing, I am going to say the rhythm, and you are just going to listen. I will say the rhythm, and you are just going to listen. Here we go. Apples, peaches, pears, and plums, tell me when your birthday comes. Apples, peaches, pears, and plums, tell me when your birthday comes. Okay, very good. So this time, what I would like you to do is I would like you to keep the steady beat. You're not going to say anything yet. You're just going to keep the steady beat. And I'll keep it with you too. 1, 2, steady beat. Keep it even, steady beat. Apples, peaches, pears, and plums, tell me when your birthday comes. Apples, peaches, pears, and plums, tell me when your birthday comes. Okay, very good. So that is tapping the steady beat. All right, so this time I'm going to say a part of it to you. When I go like this, you say it right back to me. Here we go. Apples, peaches, pears, and plums, tell me when your birthday comes. Apples, peaches, pears, and plums, tell me when your birthday comes. Okay, very good. So let's see if we can put that together with our steady beat. Clap the beat, steady beat. Clap the beat, say with me. Apples, peaches, pears, and plums, tell me when your birthday comes. Apples, peaches, pears, and plums, tell me when your birthday comes. All right, very good, very good. Okay, so this time I'm just going to add in my egg shaker, and I'm just going to keep the steady beat that way, okay? You can actually, if you wanted to, you could even pause this video. You could get anything that makes sound in your house to keep the steady beat. You can drum on a table. You can use pens. You can use pencils. There's a lot of things you could use. Anything that makes sound in your house, you could use to keep the steady beat. So this time you're going to keep the steady beat with me. If you need to pause to go find something in your house that makes noise that you could use, that's fine, and then just come back to the video. So what we're going to do is we're just going to keep that steady beat, and you say with me. Here we go. 1, 2, steady beat. Keep the steady beat with me. 1, 2, ready, go. Apples, peaches, pears, and plums, tell me when your birthday comes. Apples, peaches, pears, and plums, tell me when your birthday comes. Apples, peaches, pears, and plums, tell me when your birthday comes. Apples, peaches, pears, and plums, tell me when your birthday comes. Very good. Okay, so let's continue to look at this here. Now, I am going to say and play the steady beat again, but there are going to be some places on these cakes that you see here. I don't know if these are cakes or if these are boxes of apples, peaches, pears, and plums. They're cakes. Let's pretend that they're cakes because they do have candles, so I can't imagine they put candles in a box. So they are going to be cakes. And so you'll notice on some of the cakes there are no candles, and on some of the cakes there are candles. So take a minute and think about why are there candles on some of the cakes. Some of the cakes have candles, 2 of them, and some of them only have 1. Why do you think on some of the cakes there are 2 candles, and on some of the cakes there is only 1? So think about it for a few seconds, and then you can tell me. All right, why do you think? Go ahead and tell me. Okay, that's very good. Yes. So on some of the cakes, you hear two sounds. And on some of the cakes, you hear one sound. So let's look at the word. Apples, peaches, pears and plums. Okay? So where there are two candles, we hear two sounds. Where there is one candle, we're only hearing one sound. Okay, so if we look at just this line, it sounds like this. Apples, peaches, pears, and plums. Okay, apples, peaches, pears, and plums. So wherever there are two candles, we're hearing two sounds. And wherever there is one candle, we're hearing one sound. Okay? So we are learning our rhythm, which is the pattern of the words. Okay? So now what we're going to try to do is instead of playing the steady beat, what we have learned is there are two candles and two sounds on some of the words, apples, peaches, pears, and plums. So there are two sounds for all of these words, and there is one sound for plums. So what we're going to do this time is we're going to clap the rhythm of the pattern of the words, not the steady beat. So we're going to try the rhythm. So the first time, I just want you to listen, okay? And I want you to try to see where are there two sounds for the cake. Okay, this time just listen. We are clapping the rhythm. Just listen. 1, 2, listen, go. Apples, peaches, pears, and plums. Tell me when your birthday comes. Apples, peaches, pears, and plums. Tell me when your birthday comes. Okay, very good. So if you listen carefully, where were there two sounds on a cake? Go ahead and tell me. Yes, very good. So on apples, peaches, there are two sounds. Pears and, there are two sounds. And birthday, two sounds. When your, two sounds. Tell me, two sounds. Okay? So this time I would like you to clap the rhythm or the pattern of the words with me. Ready? Count with me and play with me. 1, 2, ready, go. Apples, peaches, pears, and plums. Tell me when your birthday comes. Apples, peaches, pears, and plums. Tell me when your birthday comes. Apples, peaches, pears, and plums. Tell me when your birthday comes. Apples, peaches, pears, and plums. Tell me when your birthday comes. Very good. Okay, boys and girls, so in this lesson we have learned that the rhythm is the pattern of the words. It can be a pattern of sounds and silences. We have learned how to clap the steady beat. We have also learned how to clap the rhythm. Apples, peaches, pears, and plums. Tell me when your birthday comes. We have learned to identify where there are two sounds and where there is one sound in the rhythm by looking at the pictures and by listening. So what we can do for a game with someone in your house, maybe one person can keep the steady beat while you say apples, peaches, pears, and plums. Apples, peaches, pears, and plums. Tell me when your birthday comes. Okay, that's one fun thing that you can do with someone in your house. And another fun thing that you can do is you can, with another person in your house, you can both say apples, peaches, pears, and plums. Have one person keep the steady beat, okay, and have the other person clap the rhythm. Okay, so that's kind of a fun game that you can play with someone at home. Why don't you try those two things, and you can pause and rewind this video as many times as needed to help you. Thank you for joining me for our music lesson today. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.